Welcome to the top 5 sports callers of the week. Number 5.
Rob from Garden City joined Beningo and Roberts on WFAN in New York to discuss the difference between male and female tennis players.
Regarding the comment you made about tennis, I was a former player on the tour and also a college player. I don't know about any of the best college players, but you could take the number 500 male player in the world, and they would easily dispose of Serena.
Really?
And yes. The difference is so dramatic between the power, the strength, the speed, and I think that any of the women, in all honesty, would agree with that.
Number 4.
Jermaine from Baltimore hopped on with Norris and Davis on 105.7 The Fan in Baltimore to discuss Chris Carter's rookie symposium comments. He doesn't understand why people are surprised.
Listen, right, I don't know why people are acting so surprised about this Chris Carter thing, because it happens with all wealthy people. If you're not as rich as somebody else and something happens, 9 times out of 10, they're going to ask you to take that charge for them. And you know what? Most likely, you're going to do it because they're going to compensate you some type of way. And these guys really didn't need to be told that, because the thing is, as athletes, when people hang around you that aren't athletes, that have less to lose, 9 times out of 10 they know that if something happens, okay, I'm gonna do this for you, and I know you're gonna take care of me in return. So
look at Greg Anderson.
About this.
You know, remember Greg Anderson, Barry Bonds guy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know why now people are calling and acting like they're so surprised they hear this. I mean, maybe he shouldn't have said it, but everybody already knows that this goes on.
Number 3.
Enrique from Miami joined the Big O Show on 560 WQAM in Miami with his thoughts on Chris Carter and University of Miami alum Warren Sapp. Big O goes off on Sapp.
Hey, listen, man, I had to look up that video on YouTube yesterday because, I just wanted to hear it for myself and make my own opinion. And I don't know, man. I was shocked. My jaw dropped, man. Chris Carter, to me, sounded condescending. He sounded sneaky. He sounded arrogant. And he sounded really stupid, too,
and he sounded very experienced at doing it.
Oh, my God. Hey, Big O, and you know what? Warren Sapp, man, hey, I'm all Miami, bro. I love Miami, everything. Dolphins, Kings, Heat, Panthers, all that. I find Warren Sapp repulsive, man.
Oh, my man. I don't think there's a fan that doesn't find Warren Sapp repulsive. I don't think there's a fan that likes the guy. Most of us can never be considered
Blind ass fan alert.
We don't have that when it comes to Warren Sapp in the Canes Nation. We know what kind of an a-hole he is.
Number 2.
Ray from Baltimore also called in to Norris and Davis on 105.7 The Fan in Baltimore to weigh in on the Chris Carter comments as well, saying people need to understand this happens everywhere.
This is not foreign. This happens all the time. When you see a guy with potential that he might be with somebody that's dirty, or he might be some like have a gun, have a weapon, and he might be a potential star, Street Code or Urban Code, you take the charge because the guy got more on the line. You know what I mean? You don't want him to lose that. You know what I mean? If somebody like that go down, it hurts everybody. Now, you got cats like Jerry Coleman who probably never even been in the hood a day in his life that's going to say outlandish things about Chris Carter, understandably so. It's his job. But at the same time, this is not foreign. This is something that happens all the time, unfortunately, when people keep people around them that they shouldn't be around. The bottom line is, Chris Carter, he's going to have to be forced to apologize by the Full Letter Network. But, bros, I don't think he said anything wrong. But like I said, it's a certain segment of America who can relate to what Chris Carter said.
Well, Ray, I'm going to surprise you here. Ray, I'm going to surprise you here. Because I didn't get a chance to say it yet. That's realistic advice for people, and it's.
He just said it on mic. That's all.
Yeah. So it's like one of these. I'm aghast at what he said, and it's not politically correct. He's telling. You know what? He's giving guys good advice. If you're gonna get in trouble, make sure there's somebody that could take the heat for you, because, and you'll take care of them. That's good advice.
It happens in rap music. It happens in hip hop all the time, and it happens in sports. I'm going to say this over the last 15 seconds. This is not foreign, especially in urban America.
Number 1.
The top spot goes to Rocket from Houston, who called in to the Triple Threat Show on 610 Sports Radio in Houston because he thinks Bill O'Brien's cursing on HBO's Hard Knocks is out of line.
100% unacceptable. You don't treat young men like animals. He's a leader of grown men. You can educate that football team, young ladies and young men, with proper language. You can get them motivated and have them play hardball by using proper language. It was embarrassing. It was shameful. And a man as educated as he is should not use that type of language. You talk about culture. I can't go into a criminal courtroom and use that type of language because I am a professional. I deal with the professional people every day, from the tellers to the court reporters to the clerks to the prosecutors. This man is dealing with professionals. You broadcasters, the football players, the referee, fans. It is unacceptable, and he should apologize to the community for going on public national TV and conducting himself the way he conducted himself.
That's
he
ridiculous.
May be a great football coach.
Come on, Rocket. You know the NFL. It's a ridiculous statement.
The NFL, I don't care if it's the NFL or if it's or your broadcasting profession. You don't go into the broadcast booth effing and essing and essing. You don't say that. I've been with John McClain up in the sports booth and Chip Memmius. I've never seen these people cuss when you're a home team broadcaster.
Hey, Rocky, but here's the thing. This has been this way forever. It's totally different. To hold head coaches or players in the NFL to this high moral kind of code is ridiculous.
Tune in every week to hear the wildest callers and the wittiest banter as CBS Local Sports brings you the top 5 sports callers of the week.